now, so just taking a look at this weekly competition in the Rome stage, and going to take a run through and see if I can upgrade my position from Rey Mysterio's number, but more so just to do a run of the track for YouTube, just in case anyone's kind of wondering how to get into that top 100. One thing that you'll always want to use for the weekly event is the Mercedes-Benz AMG. The Lotus Elise Sprint and the DS Automobiles one, they're both very good, except for the fact that like they have acceleration, but they do not have the top speed that the AMG has. So if you're kind of starting off and getting your garage up to speed, like those DS E10s and the Lotus are good, but they will probably have a hard time in competing at the very upper end of this event. But yeah, it is just down to the top speed of this car. But yeah, I'll just go for my run through here to end up in the top 5%ish, and you can see if you might make use out of it and just give a few pointers as going through. I always just go straight here on the first start part of this course, just for the sake of getting the car up to that top speed. And yeah, just soaking up the nitro. They're going to use that for a jump here on the left hand side to head down into the underground area and fill up the nitro for the car. Should be able to leave it in the orange for the entire way over that. Just going to take it out so I have enough for this ramp up here. But yeah, that like the cruising speed of this car is 204 miles an hour. Like if you compare that to the Lotus Elise's, I think it comes in around 170. You really need to be careful here on this street. Just watch out for the fact that like down the middle of that street, there's 2 lanes of footpath. If your car goes over those and you're not in the blue perfect nitro state, your speed will just drop straight down. As much as it is in the middle of a road, it still is footpath. I'm just going to keep some nitro here for this last ramp. Shockwave from there, pick that up. And I'm going to just avoid that last ramp because you're already in the 204 speed. And yeah, cross the line. 115. Not a bad time. But yeah, say that is the pathway that I normally trying to take. Had one little explosion earlier in it. But say now, the thing I will say about that course is the fact that, say, if you do one run in it and you place into the top kind of 15, 10 or 5%, but you feel the fact that you've done like as perfect a race as you can do, like say if you do a race and your cars are tuned out or so, and you think like you didn't make any mistakes kind of following that path, like just think about it like this: if you've placed in the top 10%, like your rewards are 80 tokens, 80k, and yeah, 8 import parts, whereas the top 1% like is a difference of just 20k credits, which you can get like from other events, or even 20 tokens, which is like a couple of daily quests. So just, I would say always kind of like in this, if you place into the top 10% or 5 and you think that like that's kind of what you're like a good run for you, just don't worry about it too much. Like the weekly competition is very, very costly on the tickets, so it's just like if you were to come back in here and do this one 10 times, like say 3 times even, it'll empty out your complete ticket bank. And like the thing is, you could say instead do this race once, place into the top 10%, and then use the other 6 tickets instead of repeating this one 2 more times to like do some event like a car hunt where you'll get like blueprints, import parts, and more credits than the difference between the top 10 and top 1%. So like yeah, just if you do place, you know, a decent run, like obviously if you have a run where you get run into an AI at the start and just go like, oh, sod it, just yeah, then try it again. But just if you do a run and you think like, yeah, that's a really good run, you end up in the top kind of area, you know, where you think your like skills and car belong, just kind of think like, yeah, that's cool, just take that. And like the rewards for this event, as long as you get something from it, like yeah, don't go crazy just trying to get into the top 1%, because yeah, as you seen at the start of this run, I was placed Booyaka 619, and that was in the top 5%, but it took like to be in the top 300 to be in the top 1%. So yeah, that'll give you an idea kind of where you need to be to get into that upper rewards. But then again, so like if you get to the top 600, yeah, you're getting like 10 credits less and 10k less than that. So yeah, that's still an awesome run. Okay, I'm gonna stop yapping. There's a sub button over my head if you guys appreciate these videos. Yeah, it really does help out. There's some indie game reviews there where I just take a blind playtest of games, and it decides there is something that the algorithms of YouTube thinks you might enjoy. So yeah, give one of those a click. Alright guys, and drive safe and happy hunting your rewards.